You start off wide, right? With all these options and choices.
Me, I'm looking for substance. So if you can't come with a substance level of conversation, I have no interest.
Okay.
You black man taking the liking of how my lifestyle is living and how I'm going, man, and you being intrigued, man. That's very humbling for me, man.
Happened to me, and I ended up having a spiritual awakening, and then I had out-of-body experiences, seeing a spiritual healer in Calgary that gave me an out-of-body experience where we seen the goddess Isis and the angel of death Azrael, and a few other things happened. And then I started seeking the light and reading the Emerald Tablets of Thoth and following the directions in it. And the directions in the Emerald Tablets of Thoth give you out-of-body and spiritual experiences. And in the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, there's directions of how you can go to the halls of Amenti, which are the halls of the living and the dead, and the halls of the gods. And you go there in spirit, and you have to follow these directions. And after months and months of practice, it finally happened for me, and my soul was called to the halls of Amenti. And I sat in the fifth Lord's throne, and I seen God Almighty in the halls. He stood on the right side of the third Lord's throne, and all I could see was him in a robe, in a white robe, and I could only see up to his knees. He stood so gigantic. And then he spoke to me, and like his voice was powerful, like I could feel it vibrate through my whole spirit. And he commanded me in work, spiritual works. I called up spirits from below. I was commanded to call up spirits from below. Those are the pictures that I showed you of the demons.
Yeah. Now, can you explain the picture? Can you explain the picture to the viewers?
Okay, the pictures I have on my Facebook, you can go to my account, Chris Finnie. There's a cat on, and I have pictures of demons revealing themselves in fire. And you can see their faces and heads. There's animals, there's monsters, there's creatures, and there's men in them, and you can see them in the pictures clearly. Like some of them are a little harder to see because I have around 186 photos, but a lot of them that like a lot of people will see, and like every eye sees different, right? Like to one person, an object will look one form and one color, and another person the object will look different, right? Because everyone sees different, everyone has different eyes, so that's why there's so many, so you can see the different types of spirits from hell.
I don't get it. Do you want the truth, or do you want, what kind of answer do you want? The truth, of course. Here's the truth. Okay.
You said yourself, like, it's more about substance.
Literally my everyday life when I wake up, the things I go through, the things I do, I'm definitely finna start streaming and giving y'all the rawness, man.
This thing is very real. It's real, but the thing is, people who do this for real,
It seems that we only come together when it's something negative. Let's try to do something positive. I think we need to get back to more of that instead of the reactions of something.
All y'all come at you and sit your ass down. Let me tell you what's wrong.
They don't think they need it.
You begin to start understanding, like, this is what I like, this is what I want.
You start off right?
Okay, man. So that's a lot to take in, what you just said. I mean, you were talking about things that are showing themselves in fire. You were talking about books. What was the name of the book again that you mentioned?
The Emerald Tablets of Thoth.
The Emerald Tablets of Thoth. That is something that a lot of us viewers have never heard of. And matter of fact, your experience is unique, man, because it almost sounds fantastic. And what I mean by fantastic is almost like not necessarily in reality. So how can you help the viewers understand that you are telling a real, true account?
Yeah. Well, the Emerald Tablets of Thoth was written by the God of Wisdom. There is a website. You can search Emerald Tablets of Thoth on Google and click the link that says Crystal Links, and then you can read the full tablets and practice and follow the directions in it to have your own spiritual experiences. It's a guide to the children of men to become one with the light and banish the darkness.
Okay.
Everyone gets negative and darkness in their mind, right? They get negative thoughts and dark thoughts. Like, some people are different. You know, everyone gets different darkness. Like, some people get like uncontrollable darkness where they do terrible things and they can't control it and they just do, right? And then other people get negative and darkness that they can just ignore. You know what I mean? Like, everyone's different.
So what about you? What kind of energy do you attract, negative or positive?
Well, I've gone through my darkness, and by following the tablets, I was able to banish the darkness and, come into the light. Like, it's not easy. It's hard work. You got to practice. You got to do spiritual practices, like meditate and other spiritual practices, and it takes a long time. Like, I'm still working on it. Like, I still get some negative and dark thoughts, but I can ignore it. You know what I mean? Like, but it used to be a lot worse.
No, I understand it.
Terrible things.
Yeah, I mean, we all have negative things that we think about. I think that's just human nature. But there's a certain point in time where we have those negative thoughts, and those negative thoughts turn into negative actions. So what were those initial thoughts that, because I mean, it had to scare you to take you to a book like this. What are those negative thoughts that you would think of?
Oh, I don't really want to talk about those kinds of things, but everybody gets different negative and different darkness. It's sent by the third Lord of Amenti and Tanis. He's the one. Says in the Emerald Tablets of Thoth that he's the one that sends the negative and sends the darkness to the children of men, and it's all governed by God.
Okay.
So, and everyone gets light. Like, everyone's filled with darkness and light. You know what I mean? Like, you get your own darkness. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Absolutely.
Whatever. But you've had your own experiences, I'm sure, with darkness and light, and the light is good, right? The light is, thinking good, doing good things onto other people, different stuff like that. And the darkness and negative is bad, right? So doing bad things, thinking bad things, saying bad things, bad, right? But the Emerald Tablets of Thoth is a guide to help you come into the light and banish the darkness and be good, and then become a child or children of light.
So one thing I do want to hop. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I was just going to tell you one thing I do want to let you know that here, this is a open, free community. everybody is here to support each other. So if I ask you questions, don't feel like I'm putting you on the spot. Now, I like the way that you said, hey, I don't want to share that. That's totally fine. But I do want to let you know that you are in a perfect space where the community supports you and people want to hear your story. So thank you for sharing again. So I want to ask you, what are some of the positive things that you've done since you've read that book as opposed to the negative things?
Oh, like I've gone out and like tried to help people, give to people, when I could, like help people, give people rides, stuff like that, and not for anything in return. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Just do good, think good, and speak good.
Okay.
Compared to be when I used to think negative and do drugs and stuff like that and live in darkness.
Mm-hmm.
But the light that I learned from the tablets and practicing spiritual practices made the darkness go away, and I was able to quit doing drugs and become a better person, a better version of myself.
Yeah.
And following the tablets, before, like, when you die, there's different paths you can take, right? Like, there's, you can go to hell, you can go to heaven, or you can just reincarnate if you're just a human soul. But if you follow the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, you can become a spirit of heaven. And the way that happens is you have to banish the darkness, cleanse your soul of darkness, and become one with the light.
Okay, so you mentioned heaven and hell, which is why I wanted to ask you, how is this book any different from just normal Christian books like the Bible or, different spiritual guides that revolve around Christianity? How is this book anywhere different?
Well, the Emerald Tablets of Thoth was written before any other religion. It's where the religions came from. Like, if you read the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, you'll recognize stories that are in different religions, like including Christianity, Judaism, and Muslim religion, the Quran, other spiritual religions as well. They got all the stories from the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. Like, not all of them, but it says in the Emerald Tablets of Thoth to make a religion of the tablets, right? So some of the stories, and of course it was written way before any religion was created. The Emerald Tablets of Thoth is the first book of God, the first book of light, and the first scriptures of God that speak of God and the light and darkness, right?
So when was this book made, you said? Does it have a date of, some type of,
No, there's no
origin?
There's no actual date because the tablets couldn't be... you can't carbon date the tablets. Like, you can't carbon date stone or crystal.
Mm-hmm.
So they think that it was written between 56,000 BC to 36,000 BC.
Okay. I can't lie. I've never, ever in my life heard of these tablets. So I wonder, why are they less popular than other manuscripts that they found?
It's hidden knowledge. It's only to be shown to people that are seeking the light, people that are, that are truth seekers. Ancient Egypt. It's from ancient Egypt.
Okay.
So,
okay.
About it, like, if you look up Billy Carson, he talks about the Emerald Tablets. And he's on Facebook and Instagram and has around 1 million or so followers. But I was led to the tablets by angels that were coming to me. I had a few angels. Gabriel came to me. He let me feel the power of love. It felt so good that like I started to have tears of joy. Like it felt that good that I felt that power. You know what I mean? And the other angels that came to me and spoke to me told me to research Egypt and look up the emerald tablets and read them and follow them, and that's what I've been doing for years.
Okay. So there are other people who are just like you, who are going through tough times in their lives. They maybe have a battle that they are trying to overcome, whether that be bad thoughts, drugs, loss, and anything else in between. So I want you, and I'm not asking you to share everything, but share like a rough time that you went through where this stone tablet actually helped you. Something dark, something that people can kind of understand, because you did mention that you had drug abuse problems. So there are other people who have drug addiction issues who might actually be able to get help because of someone like you who can share this great wealth of knowledge. So share with me a tough time, a dark time that was dark enough to lead you to these tablets.
Okay, well, I was working on the drilling rigs, and I was creating medicine, like natural medicine. If you look on my Facebook, I have photo proof and evidence of curing psoriasis. Psoriasis is an incurable skin disease. It's
Yes, sir.
it's an autoimmune disease, right? And I created a herbal product that cured it in 15 hours, and it never came back. We took before photos and after photos a long time ago, and yeah, it never came back. It was gone in 15 hours. He put my product on once. The how I got the product was the god Anubis came to me, the god of the dead, and he gave me the formula to to create this product. And then I tested it out on my roommate, and I cured his psoriasis that was on his head. And then after that, he stole and crashed my 2016 Ram pickup truck. Like I was making 150 grand a year on the drilling rigs in Alberta and Saskatchewan. And after he stole and crashed my truck, I wasn't able to get to work, and it was during the COVID pandemic where, you know, we had restrictions and weren't allowed to leave. Like, we still went out and partied and stuff like that, but, like, not many people were working, you know what I mean? Like, the drilling rigs weren't working, and I lost my vehicle, so I wasn't able to get a new vehicle because I wasn't working, right? So anyways, I ended up losing everything and becoming homeless, and went through a bit of a dark time, but I summoned Guyana, which is one of the Lords of Amenti and the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, and she's been guiding me into the light. She tells me she's my wife and she loves me, and she's prevented me from doing anything bad, and guided me to, you know, read the tablets over and over and over again, practice spiritual practices, and, you know, she shows me love, care, and kindness, and to seek God, you know, for forgiveness, because God is merciful and forgiving.
So you say bad and forgiveness. Those go not hand in hand, but you definitely, in order to walk away from bad things, you need to be given forgiveness. And I guess the thing that I'm more curious about is bad things and bad situations are separate. They're not the same.
Yeah.
We
Well,
all have a go ahead.
Darkness is disorder and light is order.
Yeah.
You know, when you have dark disorder, and when you have light, there's order.
We all have a propensity to do bad things. You're correct. But there are some bad things that we can do where maybe forgiveness is not something that we can easily attain. Do you feel like the stones are a way for, say, for instance, if you were to do something bad, something that was irreprehensible, that the tablets are kind of like a shortcut to get to forgiveness?
No, it's definitely not a shortcut. The pathway to light is hard. It's not easy. It takes a lot of practice, a lot of study, and a lot of work. It's definitely not easy at all. You have to be you have to have attitude and activities of sacred spiritual practice to become one with the light. Like, I'm still working on it, and it's been years for me, and I don't have that much darkness anymore. Like, I get a little bit of, dark and negative thoughts in my head that can be ignored. That's it. But other than that, anything else, and it's taken a long time for me to stop doing, dark and negative things, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I was able to stop and restrain myself from doing and saying bad things, like even saying bad things to other people, like, silence is of great profit, like, talk to people, be kind, be caring, be respectful of their beliefs, because, it's all true. Every religion has, truth and false to it. You know what I mean? Like, there's truth to it all. Like, there's definitely a God, and most religions it says, God's forgiving, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
God for forgiveness, because if you don't, like, you might be punished if you did something really that bad.
Now, you're usually punished for afflicting harm upon the innocent in the Bible.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to these stones, maybe it's not like the Bible, but what are the innocent characters in these stones' story? So what I mean by that is, like in the Bible, you have like the children of God, you have children, you have, it seems like women, like being harmful to women or to the poor or to people who don't have or who are resource deficit, or just, let's just say people who need support and you are unkind to. It seems like in the Bible, you are heavily punished for making people suffer. So what are the suffering? Who suffers in this story?
It doesn't really give stories of suffering. It talks about light and darkness, and that the brothers of darkness, dark brothers, enter your mind. And it just tells you how to banish the darkness and become one with the light and become a child of light.
Are there characters that suffer?
There's not really characters and stories like that in the tablets. Like, it does tell Thoth's story and like the story of the ancient past, like far ancient past, like billions of years ago, like with the Egyptians. And that they delved into darkness and called up beings from below. And, bad things happened, right? And it also talks about good things that can happen and spiritual experiences that you can have, astral projection, like where you lift your soul out of your body, travel in the astral realm.
Okay. Who are these demons? I want to get to this fire because that's why I'm asking all these questions. I want to get to this fire.
Yep.
And so you walk this path of redemption and You are doing great. You are finding yourself. And then all of a sudden, this fire takes place. So how did these figures come to this fire, these monsters, these creatures?
I summoned them with my magic powers.
I don't get it. Why? Do you want the truth, or do you want, what kind of answer do you want?
Truth, of course.
Here's the truth. Okay.
You said yourself, like, it's more about substance.
Literally my everyday life when I wake up, the things I go through, the things I do, I'm definitely finna start streaming and giving y'all the rawness, man.
This thing is very real. It's real, but the thing is, people who do this for real.
It seems that we only come together when it's something negative. Let's try to do something positive. I think we need to get back to more of that instead of the reactions of something.
All y'all come at you and sit your hands down. Let me tell you what's wrong.
They don't think they need it.
You begin to start understanding, like, this is what I like, this is what I want.
You start off
That's how I got their faces in the fire. I called them up by name, and they revealed themselves in my fire pictures, and then I took a picture.
Yeah. How many of them were there?
Hundreds of them. I had
some in hundreds.
Yeah.
Why would you do that though? If you know that these things are evil, why would you summon them?
Because I was commanded by God to. He gave me authority over the spirits, just like he did with the prophet King Solomon. King Solomon summoned 72 demons from hell, and I summoned hundreds, but I got about 186 spirits.
Were you commanded to do more than King Solomon? Did you just want to like top him? Like, hey, you had 72. I'm gonna get 186 of these jokers.
Not exactly like that. But I'm definitely higher up than he is.
So does it give you more power? Does it give you more divine insight?
It wasn't for power. It was just to show people that demons and hell is real. And that was the only reason for it. And then they were sent back down.
Okay.
They just came up into the fire, revealed their faces, and then went back down.
Okay, so you must have done that for a profound reason. What would be the reason to show people these entities in the fire?
To show people that demons and hell is real.
Okay, real, but what's the warning?
The warning is that, people get controlled by demons, and people get punished in hell and tortured by demons for their sins, right? If they're evil, if they choose evil and they harm the innocent or kill or torture, then they'll be tortured. But there's also the message of, turning to God, turning to the light, and becoming good and getting forgiveness. Because it's the darkness is demons, right? The darkness in our minds, that's from demons. They give those thoughts.
So if they harm the innocent, if they torture, if they do these horrible, horrible things, then the only way that they can escape that hell is through these stones. Is that what I'm getting? No,
it's through God. Like
through God.
God for forgiveness.
Now, are those three things that I just mentioned, those three crimes against the Lord, right? Crimes against the innocent, are those things that primarily um, attract that evil, those spirits, to come and take a part of someone?
It's everyone's different, so everyone gets different darkness. You know what I mean? And everyone has to go through their own darkness and find the light.
Are there demons that are connected to certain actions? Like, is there a demon for alcohol? Is there a demon for torture? Is there a demon for child molestation? Is there a demon for murderers? What are these demons? What are they? Are they attached to actions, or what are they? What are they attracted
to? There's demons that make people do different things, like Dark Lords. They make people murder people, make them commit suicide painfully, and rape people. Brothers of Darkness, they make people violent and abusive. There's Children of Shadows that make people rape shit. And, there's lesser demons that make people do drugs. And, there's definitely demons that make people do shit. There's different kinds. There's all different kinds.
Okay.
Different lords that make people do different things, right? Like Asmodeus, he makes people rape people. Azazel, he makes people commit suicide, and they actually do it, and they can't control it. So a lot of that actually go through with committing suicide and kill themselves, and that's the Dark Lord Azazel.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. So how's your family life? Do you have like a family for support? Do you have people who kind of support you through like this? It sounds like you being like, this is a traumatic experience. I mean, you posted it. I know you wanted to share it with people, but any man who sees 186 spirits in a fire feels that fear, or, you have that type of sensation where you're like, man, this is really real now. So do you have support system to help you through this?
Yeah, I got support from God and Guyana. I've had other angels come to me too and give me guidance.
Mm-hmm. But no family support? No earthly support?
I'm not too sure whether they believe or think it's crazy. My family's not really spiritual. Go to church or anything like that. Like, my mother's Jewish. My dad, not religious. I did go to church with my aunt and uncle, though. But they were Catholic.
Okay. Do you have children?
No.
Okay, so you're truly a man on your own. You got a girlfriend? You got somebody who?
Not anymore. No.
Not anymore. It happens.
Yeah, when my vehicle got stolen and crashed, I just kind of lost everything, right? And I've just been kind of working my way to getting my life back together and stuff like that, right?
Good. So which of those spirits that you mentioned, or which spirits have attached to you in the past? Those demons. Those demons, yes. You could just say their names. You don't have to go. You don't have to give me the definition, but what's their names? I want to look those up later or something.
The Dark Prince of Arulu.
Mm-hmm.
You won't be able to find him. He's in the Emerald Tablets.
Okay.
The Dark Lord Antanas. You won't be him. He's in the tablets.
Okay, Antanas.
He didn't make me do anything bad, but I summoned him. And if anybody, like any human soul, summons him, he just kills them.
That's why I'm asking, because if other people have those things attached to them, they need to know their names. So what other names?
Oh, yeah, like Astaroth.
Astaroth?
Yeah, he made me crash my car. He's been blown oblivion, though God commanded Guyana to blow him into oblivion, so he doesn't exist anymore.
Mm-hmm. Any other ones?
Yeah, I've talked to Asmodeus.
Okay, Asmodeus.
They didn't give me any darkness, though. They just talked.
Yeah. Well, I want to warn people. So if you have those darkness spirits, we want to know them. What's some other ones?
Okay, Brothers of Darkness.
Brothers of Darkness.
Of Shadows. Azazel's a spirit you don't want to summon.
Mm-hmm.
Valak.
Mm-hmm.
He's another spirit you don't want to summon. I summoned Valak a long time ago, and he made me think that God would kill me, and wanted me to make me think that God wanted me to kill murderers.
Has there ever been?
I had to banish the darkness to get those thoughts out of my head.
Well,
so that took a little bit, but I got help from Guyana.
Well, some people say, like, you know, and especially when it comes to, like, go ahead. I'm sorry. Keep going.
Yeah, and then Beelzebub. He's a trickster. He's a Canaanite god. He's one of the rulers of hell.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that one.
Yeah, I've summoned him. I got his picture. He's the one in the pictures with the horn.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of took the horn off a little bit in the picture, but it's not really exactly how he looks in the spirit realm, but it's pretty close.
Okay.
But he's a big bullhorn.
I got you. So you've been talking to a lot of real bad dudes, man. Have any of those spirits that you mentioned, or ones that you haven't mentioned, have any of them ever like tried to like convince you, like, hey, go do that? Which ones tell you to go do that? Which one tells you, like, hey, even though I know you say you've never done it, but I just want to know, like, which ones will say, like, hey, do that? Which ones will say, like, do this? Which ones are the real ones that are violent, that have latched themselves onto you and tried to make you think in a negative way or act in a negative way?
Oh yeah, most demons do that. Or they'll make you think that people want to kill you. They can make you think that people are going to try and kill you and torture you, so you try and kill yourself.
Or them. I mean, if somebody's trying to attack you and torture you, you have to defend yourself, right?
Yeah, but they'll make you think that people are coming to kill you and torture you, and you'll try and kill yourself. That's what they can make you think. Like, that's what these demons can do. I've talked to other people before on my journey across Canada, and other people have... they said that they talked to other demons and they tried to kill themselves.
What about killing other people, though?
Yeah, but some demons make you try to kill other people, and like in a fight or something like that, or someone that pisses you off and you want to kill them. You know what I mean? They'll make you hurt people. They'll make you cheat.
Yeah.
They can make you do anything. And if you take drugs and you lose consciousness, they can take full control.
And you can't control what they do.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
And it's not even your fault if you did it.
And it's not your fault if that happened. Like, you get forgiven for that. But that still, the magic that these spirits can do, they can take full control of your mind and body.
But it's the drug mix.
You won't even know. You'll black out. You'll black out and you won't even see it or remember it or anything. You'll wake up and you know.
Have you had to seek that path of redemption because those drugs mixed with these evil gods have blanked you out, and then you woke up and been like, oh, what did I do? I'm so sorry. And then you had to get forgiveness.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
That can be a heavy thing on a person, man. That can be something that destroys you mentally, and that can really take away from your, the forgiveness that you want. Because I mean, I can't imagine you've woken up, you've taken these drugs, and you wake up and then you like, wow, maybe this is right here, or something that you have no clue about what has happened has taken place, and you have to figure it out. That is quite the ordeal, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, for sure. And it definitely happens to a lot of people. But seek God and seek forgiveness, beg for forgiveness, and you'll receive it.
Yeah.
Turn your thoughts towards the light. Turn your thoughts towards good,
Mm-hmm.
Stop yourself from doing bad, right? Call on, angels, brothers of light to assist you, pray to God so that he helps you and guides you into the light, That's what helps people.
So I got one quick question for you before we wrap it up, buddy. Chris, so what would happen if those entities came back and they took control of you? How would you be able to protect yourself?
Oh, they wouldn't. I already have protection from practicing spiritual practice. Yeah.
Okay.
In the Emerald Tablets of Thoth that there's directions to banish the darkness, and then if they do come back, you just have to keep following the directions, and you'll banish the darkness again. And there's obviously like, don't do drugs, because if you lose consciousness, or alcohol, don't drink alcohol, don't do drugs, don't do pharmaceuticals, because if you lose consciousness, a demon can take full control. And there's nothing you can do about it when that happens. So don't do drugs, don't drink alcohol, and don't take pharmaceuticals like sleeping pills or like Xanax or anything like that can make you, lose consciousness.
Man, well, Chris, keep the light, man. That's a great way to end this, buddy. I really appreciate you, Chris, for coming on here and sharing your account and your personal stories, and also your challenges with the darkness and the things that you have to, overcome. And it's very important that, people like you step out and step up and speak, so that other people can get some help or resolve. So I really appreciate you, Chris, for coming on the show. And also, I really want to thank Shannon and all the great people over at All Things and Ghosts, All Things Paranormal. What is it? Yeah, All Things Paranormal, All Things Ghost and Paranormal. I always mess that up. That's my problem. Yeah, I destroy that. And she's going to laugh every time I do that. But All Things Ghost and Paranormal over at on Facebook. It is a Facebook group. It has over 86,000 people who every day get on there and share their insights and the things that they have to deal with in their accounts of the supernatural. So thank you again, Chris. And where are you out of, Chris? What state? What city?
I'm in Ottawa, Canada.
Ottawa, Canada. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, Chris, thank you so much for being a great part of Club Geneva. I'm sure that there's going to be some feedback in the comments, and people might want to ask you questions. Is there a way that people can get in contact with you? Do you have an email address? If so, I can drop it in the description.
They can add me to Facebook and message me on Facebook. Chris Finnie, Finnie, and I'm the Chris Finnie with the cat on my shoulder. So if you need to talk about light and darkness, and how to get rid of dark entities and seek the light and knowledge and wisdom, anyone can talk to me, and I'll help anyone and guide anyone into the light.
Thank you so much.
good to do too. So
yeah, thank you so much, Chris Finnie, man. We really appreciate you being a part of Club Geneva. I want you to have a wonderful day, and we'll be in contact soon, man. Have a nice week.
Yeah, you too. Take care. Thanks for having me a part of your show.
Thank you for being patient, buddy. Okay. You take care. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Okay, see ya.